Hello, fellow puzzlers, and welcome. Gonna try to do some puzzling today. I see that the last few videos didn't have that great a quality, did they? I am embarrassed. I apologize for the poor quality. It is user error. I do have a nice camera, but I don't know, I can't seem to figure out how to get it working and whatever. So people at the store have been very nice to me and supportive in helping me figure out how to get it going. But you know, all of this stuff is hard. So all I can ask is that you bear with me. I would use my camera today because I think I have figured out some good settings. But the memory card is in another computer that is not here with me now. So other than wanting to just, pardon me, stress out about all of the stuff that I cannot control, I will just choose to discuss those issues that are bothering me immensely with my counselors. Because if I discuss my frustration with certain events in my life right now, I don't know, I just feel like that takes away from the platform I am trying to create. So yeah, because yeah, absolutely. Some of you, if you had to deal with some of the stress I've been dealing with so far when trying to kind of create this type of content and all of that stuff, I think some of you would have, oh geez, you probably would have been more, what's the word, aggressive with these, you know, types of problems, just because I'm not getting anywhere. So I'm very frustrated by that. But I can't kind of give in to that, oh my arm's sore. I can't give in to that frustration because it's still not going to give me the solution that I want. And then all it is I just end up super upset and angry. You know what I mean? So it's just, okay. Sometimes I think it's okay to just, if you will, retreat into a puzzle because, or retreat into whatever kind of safe mental space you need to go to. Oh, that's nice, I think. Yep. Because sometimes, so basically I know myself that I am reaching levels of stress that are not good for me, because I don't think all stress is bad stress. A lot of stress, I think, makes you grow. But in the meantime, if you know, you keep experiencing, if you will, the bad stress, then of course you're going to get beaten down, burnt out, like all of that, you know, stuff associated with poor mental health. So that being said, I am just trying to do my best to do what is right and, you know, what is going to work for me. So right now, I'm going to take today and just try to make some content the old way I know how. Try to ensure that my phone works. My phone's been giving me a lot of problems lately. It's so frustrating, but I will, oh my God, I might have to eat a granola bar. I'm kind of hungry. And yes, I did eat already. So I'm very lucky that way. But that being said, I don't know why, I'm just very hungry right now. So anyway, I'm just gonna continue to puzzle on and not let, I don't know, not let them win, whoever they are. I don't really know who they are, but I do know that, I don't know, do you guys ever feel like sometimes people just want to see if they can break you? Like see how many hoops they can make you jump through, or see, you know, see how many times they can manipulate you. Like, I don't know. The reason I say that, I gotta make sure this is capturing. Yep. I'm gonna move it out just a touch. Ooh. There. The reason I say things like that is because I just don't understand. Like, if people, there we go, nice. I think that if you clearly and calmly express to people that you need help, and you're frustrated, and you know what I mean? And you honestly don't know what to do. Because I don't think, sometimes I think you got to learn to like do things on your own, right? But I mean, that's a whole other topic. But okay, let me think about how to say this. But at the same time, if you ask for help and people still like make you jump through hoops and do this and do that, then I don't know. It's just like, how do you not feel daunted? Like, how do you not feel overwhelmed? You are doing the absolute best you can do. And sometimes you get into situations where things just literally are not fair. And it's so hard because, like, what do you do? Like, do you kind of give in to your desire to, react instead of acting, right? Because I think that once people hit certain levels of stress, they're no longer even thinking about how, they're coming across, like anything like that. And so it does become a bit dangerous because, again, I'm not getting into political discussions on this channel. If that's what you're here for, bye-bye, because that's just not my vibe. But I mean, we've already seen, we've already seen in the world how things can spiral so quickly out of control if, if people reach levels where, how do I say this? If people reach levels where they just feel they have no other options, I mean, we've all seen the scariness that can happen from those mindsets. So that's why I think everybody needs to focus on their mental health, because if you let your mental health get away from you, then really, bad things could happen, not just for you, but for other people as well. So it's just, it needs to be taken so seriously. And you also, I believe, have a certain amount of responsibility to ensure that you are, how do I say this? I think people have a certain responsibility to ensure that they are, constantly kind of monitoring. And that doesn't mean that you need to be at a counselor like every single day of the week. No, it's not like that. But it's just, if you don't kind of, okay, how do I say this? Okay, so not really, but pretend that I had enough money to give you a Ferrari, but you live in a very cold climate where a Ferrari would have to be taken care of properly, and would have to be stored away for the winter and all of that stuff, okay? Because the Ferrari is incredibly valuable and, not rare, but probably rare in your circles, to be honest. No offense to anyone, but I don't know anyone with a Ferrari, so clearly I don't run in the same circles. But what I mean by that is, so with something like that, you would probably take care of it, give it, the nurturing and I know this seems so silly, but you know, if you're in a cold climate, you don't want things like rust and all that stuff. You want to take care of your new vehicle. But why do people feel as if they can't do the same thing with their mind? Like, I honestly am so confused of why people think that their brain isn't something of value. Like, your brain, I don't know, it does so much for you. Like, it just and if you continue to choose to ignore it, not listen to it, what have you, you are the one that is going to suffer. So, and it's not a threat. Like, I don't have to make threats, guys. If you want to listen, then listen. If you don't, then bye. But it's just, it's fact. Like, it's fact. If you don't take care of your mind, you will suffer. You may not suffer right now. You may not suffer, you know, but there will come a time where you cannot do the same things you used to, where you cannot, you know, all of that stuff. So, I mean, I don't want you to have to experience that. Like, it's miserable. So I guess, in a sense, heed my warning and ensure that you are taking care of your mental health, because you have probably worked incredibly hard to get where you're at in life, and perhaps you have had, oh, I wish I wouldn't have started with the barn. You have worked incredibly hard to get to where you are at in life. And so I would just hate to see all of that basically be for nothing, because if, you know, you don't stay on top of your mental health and you begin to get overwhelmed, well, there could be a time period where you make poor decisions, where you, in a sense, this isn't a religious thing, but it's true, in a sense, you make deals with the devil to get you through this really hard time, or, you know, what have you. But at the same time, it has been proven that self-destructive, you know, activities, I mean, it's in the name, they're self-destructive. So why would you continue to go down a hard path when there is so much focus on mental health these days? Now, do I agree that the stigmas are changing? Nope, absolutely not. I feel as if time and time again, I have to jump through hoops and prove myself. And there is nothing more disheartening than feeling as if you are not, because when you have to kind of jump through these hoops, you then feel as though you are, how do I say this? I feel as, when I feel as though I'm having to jump through hoops and hoops and hoops, it then becomes very disheartening, and it is easy to feel as if the effort is not worth it, because it shouldn't get to those points, to those levels. It shouldn't be. So, yeah, if that resonates with you, well, I am very sorry you have been made to feel as if what is happening to you is not accurate, is not true, is not, you know, it is true. And I'm struggling with those types of feelings right now, so I just don't know how to communicate to someone else you know, that it is going to get better, other than just to keep showing up here and making this content and being honest with what I'm going through. Now, of course, I have levels of confidentiality that I am obligated to, and that is okay with me. I don't think you guys in the audience need to know every single detail about how I ended up here. Again, that often makes me feel as if I have to jump through those hoops when, I don't know, I truly feel as if, I truly feel as if I am being so genuine that why would I lie about this stuff? Like it doesn't make any sense to me. And maybe someday I'll be able to go into detail about how I ended up here. But as of right now, I just can't. But I do think what I speak of is the truth. And there is no way that I am the only person that struggles with feelings like this. There cannot be. It cannot be that I'm the only one. So I will continue to make these videos. Gosh, I wish that I had not done the red. It is such a struggle, but nonetheless, here we are. So basically right now, I'm just looking at the puzzle board and desperately trying to get some type of a little win. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm trying to figure out what are these. Oh dear, 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 dear. Okay, figure this out. Figure this out. Okay, where are you at? You're the side one. Okay. I'm so hungry. I think I need a granola bar. First time eating on camera. Oh well, that's what it is. It's probably gonna be so noisy, just like a wrapper during like, I don't know, just like a candy wrapper during like a quiet ceremony, eh? All right. Okay. So, if you get stuck, like I am, go back to your board. See if you can find new pieces to help stimulate your mind. Because it is easy to give up. It is so easy. And I need you to keep going. We have had, you and I, have had very different journeys. But it is so important that sorry, my clothes are falling apart here. Oh, geez. Okay. It is so important that you keep going, because there are people that expect you to give up, okay? You cannot give up. You have to keep going. And if that is too much pressure for you, then that speaks volumes to me, and perhaps you should look into counseling, because all I'm asking you to do is to take your mental health as seriously as it deserves. That's all I'm asking. You don't have to this, you don't have to that. I just need you to, you know, treat your body with the respect it deserves. So, gosh, I thought I would get these pieces and I would tick right along. So frustrating. Okay. Let's do it. Darn it. Okay. One piece. Good. Good, good, good. I tell you too, something that's really been bothering me. My shoulder, I have an old injury that's resulted in 2 surgeries, and my shoulder has been just so sore. So it's very disheartening to have to deal with that levels of that kind of pain. I'm sure I am not the only one. There's no way I am the only person that is struggling with pain, right? Like physical pain right now. And if you are, and it has been ongoing, I don't know what your pain is from. It is not my business, but I am sorry that you cannot find relief for your pain, because it is exhausting having constant pain. Oh my geez, trust me. Again, I do not know what you are going through, but my own journey has been exhausting with dealing with constant physical pain. And it really just makes you want to just give up, eh? Like, it does for me. It is very hard to try and, I don't even know. I'm not even trying to figure it out. Like I have different avenues that I'm going down to help mitigate the pain, but it certainly does not make it any easier. And the fact that I haven't really done anything to antagonize it, other than play badminton for 2 hours once a week. Like, shame on me, I guess, for trying to put myself out there. I'm just being a smarty pants. But you know, that's certainly how it feels. Like, am I just, you know, obviously I need to vent a little bit, I think. You know, my frustration comes from, so I was trying to figure out what that sound was. I'm misunderstanding. So at a young age, am I just not supposed to use my dominant side? Like, come on. It's just, it is so frustrating to be young and have such levels of pain and you can't this, you can't that, you can't, oh my geez. Like, I just want to live, I hate the word normal, but I want to live the, you know, an average life where, you know, at 39, I can do this and that and that, and like it's okay, because even though I'm sore, it's manageable pain. Like I know I'll never be pain-free. It's not about that. But what it's about is having pain that is manageable, because it is just so frustrating. Your sleep gets affected, your mood gets affected, your appetite gets affected, like everything. Your mental state gets affected. Your, like, shall I go on? It's just, if you have constant physical pain, it is exhausting. And I don't know how you're doing it. If you're doing it alone, whoa, like, that shouldn't be. And I'm very sorry that you may have reached out for help and you're not getting anywhere. I'm very sorry for you. And I know the last thing you really care about is an apology. There's nothing I can do to change that for you, other than to encourage you to be the squeaky wheel that hopefully will get the attention soon, because it's not right. And again, you got to learn to control that anger that you may feel. But you know, it is what it is. So we just, together, we will figure out a way to, I don't know what, work through the pain. Like, can you even do that? Is that an option for you? That's what I do a lot of the time. So now, if I haven't said already, I enjoyed that. I need the badminton in my life right now. It helps me with stress. It helps me with this, helps me with that. But as well, at the same time, it's also helping me, you know, maybe get some friends. Like, I don't know, you know, well, I do know, you know, ums and you knows, those are my go-to phrases, apparently. I'm just trying to see if I cannot say So having this group of people is very important. So what I actually did last badminton time was I just forced my mind to play with my non-dominant side, which I can tell you, whoa, that's incredibly hard, because your brain has been operating a certain way for so long, and it doesn't understand when you want it to work a different way. It is very challenging. And honestly, for people who have had, how do I say this? For people who did not grow up with a disability, but somehow life, you know, has shaped out in a way that now the person maybe is an amputee, or the person became blind, or, you know, what have you. Gosh, that takes a lot of strength to be able to reprogram your mind. I did it for a few minutes with something that was recreational, and I enjoyed it and it worked, I guess. But imagine if, like, you had no choice, that was your life. So I don't know, are we giving enough credit to those types of people? Do they want credit? Do they just want to be left alone? Like, I don't know, but I certainly think of, you know, choices, like wants and needs, right? Like, you want to do this, but you actually need to do that. I don't know, maybe I'm just going too far off topic now. Anyway, okay, what else can I talk about? So I got some section of the puzzle done, but I don't know if those are like two separate windows, but I just can't seem to get this on the go. I'm not so, well, it's not okay. I'm just trying to manage my expectations. I really went into this puzzle today, to be honest. Oh, you okay? She's dreaming. I know she's dreaming. Just hang on a second. Who's having a dream? Hello. Hello. Who's having a dream? What are you dreaming? What are you dreaming? Hi. Yeah. So that whimpering, I don't know if you guys could hear that. That is my dog, Tinkerbell, who is my epileptic dog who takes seizures. So sometimes when she sleeps, as you know, most dogs, she dreams, and so she cries out, or she whimpers a lot. I already know that those sounds that she makes when she's dreaming are her dream whimpers. But again, because she does take seizures, I do have to be more cognizant of the fact that it could be a seizure. It could just be a different type of seizure that maybe she hasn't had with me before. So that's why I just took a second to go over, because let's talk about it. I was filming content one day, and my dogs are my best friends, and they wanted to come upstairs and hang out with me while I was upstairs making content. Absolutely fine, not a problem. And so I put them all up on the bed. Well, the three who wanted to come up, I put them up on the bed, and they had their walk, so they were just gonna lay down and have a snooze. Fine, perfect, works for me. Anyway, so then on one video where I'm starting to talk about content that I'm getting ready to launch for February, Tinkerbell has a seizure on camera. Now, you can hear her, but you cannot see her. She is off camera, just coincidentally the position she's at. I went in my head back and forth if I was going to post that type of content. Well, I did, so clearly I've made my decision about it. I decided to post the content as a way for people to understand, as like an educational component. So just for people to understand the type of life that I lead now that my dog has become epileptic. And again, it's been a few years that she's had epilepsy. So really, it is just so, I'm so used to it that, oh yes, it still bothers me every day. Please don't ever get that twisted in your head. But I cannot, how is she, the dog, Tinkerbell, supposed to enjoy her life if she can't do anything fun and, you know, live? Because when she's not seizing, she is fine. She has normal behavior, like all that stuff. I'm not going to justify that stuff to you guys, but you just have to trust me. But it's just so funny because it's just so funny because now that my life has moved over to creating content, I have cameras going quite a bit. And so I just felt that, yep, I could, you know, respect Tinkerbell's privacy, if you will, you know, and not post this video with her seizing, or I could maybe take this opportunity to show as an educational component of what happens when a dog takes a seizure. Because I can tell you that, I can guarantee you that before she started taking seizures, we didn't really know what that looked like in a dog. And that's completely fair, because maybe your dog will unfortunately struggle from the same thing. And if it is a later in life decision, you will have to quickly learn how to live that new life. So versus I could use my opportunity to show you, because again, it wasn't as if it certainly was not as if I scripted it and, you know, made her have a seizure like that. No, 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 no. That's just sick. Absolutely not. But again, it was an opportunity that presented itself, and it is better that people begin to understand what that looks like and how to treat it and help instead of panicking. That was kind of my mentality of why I posted it. Oops. So if that video is touching a nerve for you, that is certainly not my intent. At the same time, though, with all due respect, it is my life, and this is something I have to live with every day, and it is a constant worry that I have. So, if anything, that video should have kind of opened, for gosh darn sake, that video should have opened up some eyes as to what type of struggles someone like myself would have, even though I am not a mom, according to some people. And that's just me being a little bit tired of, you know, people always saying that I'm not a mother. Well, I have someone that relies on me to keep them healthy and safe. So yes, I am a mother. If you don't like that and you can't get past that point, bye-bye. I don't know. I can't, I guess, pander to everyone. Like, I can't get everyone to like me, and that that I've accepted that. That is what it is. So, you know, you can tell I don't script these because I don't think I'd be as sassy if I was on a different type of platform. But hey, we're here. This is what I'm feeling. So, all right. So that's the edge one. That one's got to be what? That one's maybe over on the side. Okay. Oh, it will be so nice to get this puzzle together. Anyway, what else has been going on? Just trying to think. Okay, so you're down here and you're gonna go like that. Oops. I don't know, just kind of like certainly not a lazy Sunday. I've done quite a bit. And oh, I was just talking to my mom, who's in a different part of the province, if you will. And she said that the weather in her part of the province is a nice, bright, sunny day. And I'm like, well, not here. Here is overcast, and it's not cold out by any means. It's not cold out. It's a little bit damp. I mean, shocking Nova Scotia weather, right? But it's a little bit damp. So it just kind of makes it hard to enjoy the day because I don't like being cold, and I find the dampness very hard to like warm up in. So I do have a fire going, but then there's the complete other side of it where to avoid excess noise on camera, I actually can't have the fireplace like blower on, if you will. So I do have another, just a box fan, just trying to pull over some heat for me, because I am kind of getting a little chilly, but that is okay. It is certainly nothing for anyone to worry about. I am doing great. I say I'm doing great, and then I struggle with this puzzle. Just so frustrating, just so frustrating. I really regret doing the red. I think the red should have been saved. Just like the last video, I think the red should have been saved as if it were like the Christmas tree, because the Christmas tree I struggled on last video. But then again, there's the whole idea of, well, you should show your struggles. You should show your struggles. So I don't know. Anyway. That's probably right around the 30. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break just so I don't get frustrated. Yep, right about 40 actually. So again, I kind of got out of the habit of this, but please like this video, subscribe for more, help me grow a channel for change. And you can check, if this is too much for you, please feel free to check me out on TikTok. I have changed some of my handles, so my TikTok account is now Tick Puzzle Talk. And those are just fun videos. Sometimes they're about puzzles. Sometimes they're just about me getting my confidence back, which is a beautiful thing. I do have Instagram, and that's just a random platform for me. I'm not sure what I think about it yet. That's called Pardon My Puzzle. And lastly, I do have a Spotify account, A Puzzler's Perspective. So I have changed a lot of the handles of my different platforms. But that is a me decision, and I'm super happy about that decision. So anyway, please subscribe below, and let's see if we can make everyone's mental health a little bit better. All right, see you in the next video.